All right, skiers, this is the beginning of the 2023-24 season, and here's a short tutorial that you might want to use to get yourself going at the beginning of the year. We have our Super Blue Camp, second camp of the year, starting this week, which is December the 12th, and some of the things that you're going to be seeing here in this video will be used at camp to get skiers to ski better, to understand their movements better, and to apply them, and to be able to use them all the time. So one of the things you'll see here, this is short turns, and you're going to see a movement I'm demonstrating with the inside foot, releasing the old stance foot out of the old turn, and when it becomes the new inside foot for the next turn, and how to use that properly in these turns. And we're going to show this in slow motion here. And so we get a better look at what I'm talking about or trying to demonstrate. You're going to see it right here in this first release. This is just getting started, so you're not going to get a lot of speed or angles at the first turn, but it gives you an idea what I'm doing to show, or trying to show, and is hugely effective for creating angles early in the arc. And also, it focuses you on changing your edges instead of turning your skis, which is called tipping high in the high C part of the turn. The high C part of the turn is there, whereas where I am right now. And the action for releasing happens from the previous turn right here in this, where I put the side arrow in. And that's where I am right now in this frame. So you're going to see movements that I'm describing with this foot, which is now sort of neutral between the 2 feet. We don't have a real weight on the outside ski right now, or the stance foot, because I'm already starting the transition, because you can see here this leg is bent as opposed to when it was here. It was longer right here in the turn. You see how this is the longer leg, and the idea here is to shorten that leg, let the skis run as you shorten it a little bit, still on angle but not flat, and let them run as you bend. You're tipping your feet towards the new turn with a strong bend, not only a strong bend, but a strong pulling back of that foot so it doesn't slide forward. And you'll see it now come in close to the other ski boot, this is now the stance foot. This is now the free foot. The reason it's called a free foot is because it can move. It can be moved closer. It can be pulled back so that both boots line up with each other rather than scissoring. You don't want this ski to move forward or that boot to move forward. You want to use your muscles of your hamstring and the back of the leg. Now, watch what happens here. Because their feet are close and I'm relaxing this half of my body, I'm able to create those angles very early in the turn to get my arc going. All right, so we're going to look at this as we go down. You'll see that movement in every turn here. See, there's that retract. That's called retraction, or pulling that foot off the snow. The key here is really to watch for, you'll notice that this can only happen if the inside leg gets super bent through the radius of the previous turn, and keeps bending and tipping through that turn. Now, when I start bending the outside leg, making it shorter, the weight comes off that ski and transfers to the new stance foot, which is the old inside ski of the previous turn. All right, now you'll see the bend right there. Both knees are bent the same amount. And right here, that inside knee gets higher than the outside knee relative to each other. And that tells you that you have surely bent that knee and retracted that leg far enough. You'll see it here. And the other thing you'll see here is when you bend this, you're also bending with the other leg and relaxing that leg so that you don't have any pressure on the snow. You don't want to be pushing down at this point. You want to be floating so that you can go to the other side with both legs to create those new angles for the skis. Now, notice this ski tip is off the snow. When you retract quickly and strongly there, and you pull that ski back with your hamstring muscles, which are like right in there, that tip gets lifted off the snow. And when that tip gets lifted, it engages your core all the way front and on your back to stabilize your upper body so it doesn't swing around. You want it under control. That's a key element to this whole process. Now, watch how when that foot comes back, the tip goes down and the tail slightly goes up or level, okay? That's what you're looking for. So this one increases its bend. The CG, or center of mass of your body, is allowed to go quickly into the new turn because this leg is bent. You've bent this leg out of the way, so there's no impedance or resistance to allowing the body to move. Now, what a lot of people have told skiers is push off this leg so you can move your body that way. Not with our PMTS system. With our PMTS system, you don't do that because that puts you out of control, puts you out of balance. If you just bend this leg, medium or even aggressively, depending on how short a turn you want, you don't have to push off this leg. Your body will go across here because the forces are pulling it that way. All right, so we'll go into this turn. Now notice how early those angles develop, and there's no skidding involved here. It's all a carved short turn on a 14-meter radius ski. There's that move. Now watch that outside leg move. There it is, right there. You can see it. The leg is retracting. The ski gets light. It tips into that new turn and stays pulled right there. You can see the tail comes off a little snow a little bit and pulls back. Now, you want to maintain this closeness, and you've got to hold that inside ski in there the whole time. That's where people give it up. They give it up once they get to this point. They allow that to slide forward. If you let that slide forward, all that energy and carving goes away. You become a bracing skier rather than a tipping skier, tipping the legs, tipping the feet, tipping the skis. And there's the release for the flex and into the new side, new turn. All right, so that's where you're at with the transitions. That's where you're at with that inside foot moving back and tipping early into the new turn, giving you those quick, short turns that everybody would love to be able to make. Let's have one more look at this at regular speed and see if you can identify that movement I'm describing at regular speed. And then what we'll do is we'll do the same video here and we'll describe what the upper body's role in complementing what the lower body is doing. And just a quick view into that. You'll notice that the upper body is fairly upright and the lower body is angled. Okay, that's what we'll discuss, how to get that in the next video with the same run. Okay, there's that. And you'll notice there's very little pole swing in these. It's more of a pole tap, and we'll go through that as well in the next video. So that's a great way to start your season. That tutorial will make a huge difference in your skiing. And heed the nuances here. Here's the regular run again at regular speed, so you can get a last view as I ski into the sunset. So everybody have a great season. We're going to have a great camp next week. And the snow is great. We're having terrific new snow every week, so look forward to it. See you later. Bye now.